to my wife, Deaconess Elizabeth, and other women, all our women in the church. I want to appreciate you. Talking about my wife, she has been the best thing, ever happens to my life. We've been married now for 19 years, and since we married, she's been there. She accepted me, when I had nothing, when we had nothing, and we'll be building the family together. I just want to appreciate her and let her know that if there's any other woman to marry in this life, it's going to be my wife, Deaconess Elizabeth. God bless you. Happy Mother's Day.
My favorite memory I have of my mom was when I traveled, and it was an emotional time because I knew that I won't see her for a long time. And last year she felt very sick, and thank God she recovered. So happy Mother's Day, mom.
Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Ayemo Folashade, my mom, my lovely mom. I love you. Thank you so much for what you've done for me, my brothers and sisters, for everything. We love you. Thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day to King's Praise International Women. We love you. I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
What's up, Ma? How you doing? I would say you're the best. I love you. You work so hard. You're putting in the hours, putting in the work, putting food on the table for me. I remember one time when I was a kid, I was like, Ma, can you give me McDonald's? And you'd be like, you got some money? But at the end of the day, I love you, Ma. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for everything. And Auntie Christy, happy Mother's Day to you as well. I appreciate everything that you've done for my mom and sister doing their hairs. And may God bless you all and all the mothers out there in King's Praise Church. Much love.
Happy Mother's Day to all the women of King's Praise Church. I want to particularly thank Mama Grace. Mama Grace has been a huge influence in my life. She's been living with us for quite some time. She travels between our house and Nigeria. So I want to say thank you for all the meat pie, all of the food that you've cooked for us. Thank you for all the prayers, because I know you've been praying. I actually hear you around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I really hear you praying. So you've just been a huge influence, and we really thank you for your life. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to King's Praise Church. Special happy Mother's Day to my mother. What I love about my mother is she's very peaceful and loving as well. A special memory of my mom is when my brother was sick and was not expected to have anything by mouth. She still went out of her way to cook a meal, and I asked her why she was doing it. She said she just wanted to have my brother smell the food. It touched my heart, and I remember it every day. Once again, happy Mother's Day. I love you immensely. Happy Mother's Day to King's Praise Church.
I want to use this opportunity to wish my mother and my wife a prosperous Mother's Day. They're the two gifts God gave me in this life. I wish them a prosperous Mother's Day. They are good. And other women here in King's Praise Church, they are all mothers. Thank you.
Happy posthumous Mother's Day to my mom. Happy Mother's Day to my wife. Happy Mother's Day to my daughter. I wish God to bless and guide all the whole women out there that are celebrating Mother's Day today. Mother is a good thing, and it's a fortune for us to have them around us. And may God continue to bless them and keep them safe for us. In Jesus' name I pray.
I just want to say happy Mother's Day to my wife, Grace Morin. You are the best thing that happened to me.
Happy Mother's Day to my lovely wife, Naomi Akpan, and all the mothers in King Praise Church International.
Happy Mother's Day to the love of my life, Ugo. And just to be able to say how grateful I am to have found someone like you. You are my not so secret weapon. You are the one that gives me the strength to keep going on, how calm you can be in time of trouble, and how you make me feel like I can do all things. I just want to say how much I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, King's Praise. I want to say happy Mother's Day to my mom, Mrs. Kemi Shane. I want to say thank you so much for all you did for me, especially raising me in the way of the Lord. That's been one of the biggest things I love about my mom. She's the main reason for me being so inclined spiritually. And I also want to wish Sister Barley happy Mother's Day. I do see a lot of similarities between her and my mom, especially on the spiritual side, and they both make good meals. Happy Mother's Day to my mom and Sister Barley.
Happy Mother's Day, King's Praise Church. My favorite thing about my mom, or what I love about my mom, is that she's very nurturing. She's like a true mother indeed. She helps out with the kids, the grandkids. She raised us right. She's been a good mother and wife, and it's something to look forward to when you're thinking about marriage, or when you're thinking about starting a life with someone. One of my favorite memory about my mom is just seeing her and my dad interact, starting their family, raising their kids, and just trusting one another. So, happy Mother's Day, King's Praise Church, and happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in the house. A special Mother's Day to my late mom, Mrs. Cordelia Madibike. I want to thank her for all the nurturing and the training that she gave to all her children to get us into very responsible adults. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. My wife is a good wife, is a good mother to my kids. I love her so much.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone. I just want to do a quick Mother's Day shout out to two leaders and serious role models in the church, Pastor Beatrice and Ekemini Essien. I admire what you guys do for the church. Ekemini, you do so much for the praise and worship team, being consistent and committed on the drums. And Pastor B, you the same with the young adults, the teenagers, and the kids. So once again, happy Mother's Day. I'm very grateful to God for your lives and for all that you guys do.
Hello and happy Mother's Day to my special and beautiful wife. One of my favorite moments is how I always look forward to the weekends for those intercontinental awesome dishes, and how she also selflessly caters for the kids, and not just the kids, everyone around her. It's so awesome. Babe, I and the kids are saying happy Mother's Day. We love you.
Happy Mother's Day to all the women in King's Press, and especially thankful for my wife for always being there for us.
Good morning, everyone. Mommy and Daddy, I greet you specially, and Pastor Obed, Azibike, and two numerous to mention. I'm talking about, today is all about our women, our lovely women, and I have a lovely wife. She's seated right before you. That is Sister Nkechi, officially known by this church. You of course know she's Deaconess Nkechi. I fondly call her Oma, and she's Oma. I'm not going to explain that, there's no time to explain that here. I'm using this opportunity to wish her a Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to her. She's my world. She's my wife. She's my queen. And I want you all to know that I love her. May God protect and guide her. Baby, happy Mother's Day.
My two favorite moments I remember my wife. One is when she came to America. I was so excited. I had to ask my friend to take me to the airport because I don't want to have an accident on the road. And the second one is when we brought my son. After waiting for some time from long, and he came by, we brought him from the hospital. We were looking at him every moment. People think if you don't look at him, he's going to disappear. And so we just want to say Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Miss Cynthia Smith. We want to say thank you for all that you've done. Noticing how you take care of the kids, and even though you're a new member, you're still very active in the church. We want to say thank you for that.
Happy Mother's Day to all our women and all the mothers in the house. I want to thank God for your life and for giving us reason to celebrate this day, especially for you. I also want to use this time to appreciate my mom. She's going to be with the Lord. She was a wonderful woman. We used to call her Mother Chicken because she was a woman that was very concerned about our welfare, our going out, our coming in, praying for us, and saying that she'd rather something happened to her than any of our kids. And God in His mercy heard our prayer. By the time she went to be with the Lord, she didn't lose one child or even any grandchildren. Again, God bless you and have a wonderful day.